You and your imager.
Imager?
That's what it looks like.
It's pronounced imager. God. How lame can you be, Dad? I really hope we didn't record that.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
It's recording.
It's alright. I'll fix it in post.
No.
I might not fix it.
And welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast, episode...
Let's just stop right now, because this is getting really confusing for us.
I am going to fix that. I am going to fix these last two podcasts somehow. I will fix them. I will find a way.
Whatever you say, man.
We're on episode whatever this is now, after the confusion once again of an echo. We just cannot have Coleman on the show.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's so weird.
It's only him every time.
It was weird because, like, I didn't even think we were that far away when we recorded that, but
I don't think you guys were. I was the furthest away.
I mean, how we picked up the mic at that point.
And was he still echoed when he picked it up?
Yeah. We both were. You were the only one who came in clear.
And I was off to the side. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Maybe I should aim it at me next time. But regardless, there's not so much a lot in the news, but some stuff we can talk about. Yeah. This will probably be a fairly short podcast because I got to go do some other shit too. One involving taking my sisters to the movie because they have no top on her Jeep. So
what movie?
They're going to go see Fast and Furious 7.
I heard that movie was garbage.
I haven't even seen the last one. So.
Okay.
So.
I actually heard that from my brother who saw it at premiere, and he was like, yeah, this movie's stupid. But then again, I've heard that people say that it's supposed to be stupid, so...
I mean, we're 7 movies in, so...
Yeah.
We're pretty much
because I haven't even watched any of them past the second one. So I don't understand... I don't know if I can.
It's not hard to understand. It's, I mean...
I know that they turned him in a heist now, and Vin Diesel and The Rock, and Jason Statham, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I was a fan of this franchise, and then I, like, watched a scene and a half, I believe, of Tokyo Drift. And then I was like, yeah, I think I'm done here.
I'm just not a big fan of him. I'm unlike the diehard fans who've watched him since the beginning.
I like the first one. That's not true. Well, the first one was pretty good. I like the second one, though. Just a whole lot of sleekness.
So,
yeah.
Here in news, if anybody hasn't heard about the news about Suicide Squad, the Joker is going to be in it.
Yeah, that was already confirmed, and he was already casted, but we got an image this week.
Yeah, surprisingly. And
Jered Leto as the Joker, and a lot of people hate it.
What is your opinion on it?
I don't know, man. It was weird, because when I first saw it, I was like, alright, he looks like the Joker. But then I watched people talk about it, and I noticed all the tattoos.
Okay, so you thought he looked like the Joker.
Well, yeah, because I was looking at like a thumbnail, and people's faces were in the way, so I didn't really see all the tattoos. In fact, I didn't even notice the damaged tattoo until somebody had pointed it out.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the damaged on top of his head either.
Yeah.
But when I first saw this, I was like, oh, cool. This is somebody doing a cosplay variant of the Joker. I'm like, not that I really like it, but I mean, they did a good job for what he was, the way he looked. I mean, but is it the Joker? To me, no.
Yeah, a lot of people hate the tattoos. I think my favorite comment on the whole tattoo thing was I watched Jason Steele's cartoon on it, Film Cow.
Oh, I did not see that, but I saw it.
He's like, it's the Joker goes to a tattoo artist, and he's just explaining all of these tattoos that he wants to put them on him. He's like, I want you to put damage on my forehead, but just put it in light cursive, for job interviews and stuff like that. It's like so stupid, but it's hilarious.
Oh my God. Oh man, I'm like...
Just put ha 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 a whole bunch of times, because I don't think people will get the joke about the skull with the Jester's hat on, that I like to tell jokes. So just put a ha 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 all the way down there.
It doesn't scream like, this is the Joker that I feared. This looks like
true.
This looks like a thug I see on the street.
I don't know. That's also true. You make a good point. He does kind of look more like like somebody that you would fight in a video game, not the Joker.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure his acting is a good. I think it may be good for what he's going to try to pull off. The look though is not going to scream the Joker to me.
I've also heard that there's a lot of makeup for very simple design.
It kind of is, but I mean...
And it's almost to an excessive force, which I kind of get. I just don't understand why. Like, I don't have an opinion on this. I think he looks like the Joker, and I'm pretty much happy with it. But the tattoos, I don't understand the point. Like,
I don't...
Because we've had Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and we've had Heath Ledger as the Joker as far as the films go.
Yeah.
And... then we've also had the Mark Hamill version, which was a lot sleeker. But this is like a one that you didn't have to make it this complicated, guys.
Really, I mean, it's the Joker. He's a simple design. It's like...
I don't know who came up with this, but then again, I heard an argument saying that he's going to be in prison in the Suicide Squad movie, so it might be the case that we're going to see him once in prison with the tattoos, and then the rest of the time we won't ever see the tattoos again.
I mean, even then, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I think his performance will be good. I don't really doubt that too much.
I just don't have an opinion here. Like, he looks like the Joker, and we knew that he was going to play the Joker. I mean,
I don't think he looks
unless
like
the guy showed up wearing like a red wig with, you know, a yellow striped shirt, I would just be like, no, that's not the Joker. But a lot of people hate it, so there's that. It's.
Oh. I mean, me personally, it doesn't look like the Joker to me. But I think he'll play a good Joker.
Yeah, I'm more of just a wait-and-see attitude on this whole thing. What else is in the news?
So I don't know if I told you. So there was this protest going on at this college.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so apparently I tried finding this story, and apparently it's a lot harder to find than I thought.
Are you sure it's not fake?
No, it's real.
Okay.
So apparently there's this protest going on at the school because apparently the faculty and whatnot is like, and the friggin' or what do you call them? Campus officers or whatever?
No, campus police.
There we go. Campus police are like super racist and everything. So they I don't know quite what's going on, but what they're doing is they're holding a protest by gathering people together, and they're literally blocking the entire entrance to the school. That's just protest.
Okay.
So literally this only entrance right here, no student can go to class because of these people protesting about the racist faculty and whatnot there.
Okay.
My thing is, all in well, go ahead and do your protest.
Yeah.
That's fine. But when you interrupt my thing that I'm paying for, not to mention a lot of money, I will sock you in the face.
Yeah. Like, this isn't cool, man. Like, people have schedules and gradings a thing, and this is something that we pay for, so I'm not...
I mean, I understand. You know, hell, I'd probably be in the protest.
Well, I mean, because, like, Tech Campus has an area for that type of stuff. So you know, this whole thing called Raider Alley where people just go out and they're like, yeah, support this and this and this. So they have an area for all this stuff. Like, just to block a single entrance and not let anybody in, that's a dick move.
Yeah, and so...
on everybody's part.
And to me, I mean, like, I would even be a part of this protest, be like, yeah, I'm for you guys. But no, when you're blocking and disrupting me, and now you're just pissing me off, and I'm just like, no, you guys are just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not any better. I'm like, so... I'm just like, what is this accomplished besides pissing people off?
Yeah.
That's all I can see. I mean, I don't really see anybody covering the story. I'm surprised that they don't have, like, officers or something there trying to break this apart or something. I know the fear of trying to break it apart would be a bad thing for them at this point, but I mean...
Well, I mean, people will do a lot of stupid things in the name of freedom of speech, so there's that.
But I mean, it's like, I liked what Philip DeFranco said. I mean, like, that's a great thing that you're fighting for something, but when you're disrupting the lives of everyday people who are paying for stuff and, you know, trying to get their education, you're just being a total asshole.
Yeah, I'm not okay with this.
I'm not okay with this either. Who thought, like, this was the only entrance? This is the only entrance. Like, from what I hear, the only way people were breaking through were either being like, yeah, let me join in your chain, and he'd
yeah.
lock arms, and then they just run back. Or I heard some people would charge in at large groups and just break the wall, which, you know, is actually a pretty smart idea, but I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to. And so, I mean,
yeah.
like, and then what do you, like, once you get to your teachers, like, especially those who are hard asses, like, you can't be late with anything or something, you know, and I'm just like, well, what do I do about the protesters?
There's a whole group of people out there that is preventing me from doing this. So, like, a weather thing, do you guys have a protocol for this type of situation? I don't know.
Because the way I see it, there's no protocol set for this. I'm sure there's not. I am 100% sure there's no...
I'm pretty sure this is breaking some type of law, I'm sure. This has to, because...
That's what I'm thinking. You're blocking the only entrance, and that's like a car blocking the entire lane.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be somewhat, you know, against the law.
And these are just random people, they're not students?
I think most of them are students.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm not entirely sure. The only reason I say that is because, as you can see, they're all wearing like backpacks and look like they're all got college students' faces. And,
yeah, but that's probably how they got in.
But like something that pisses me off. Hold on, I'm just gonna let it play here for a second.
They're literally doing what we're talking about in trying to jump over us, in ignoring us, and saying like, look, I'm going to try to kick somebody, I'm going to try to punch somebody, I'm going to try to run over. Like, they feel that entitled and that they don't need to listen to what we're saying, you know? And so, honestly, it's frustrating.
That what? Really pissed me off. What? It's not that we feel it's not that they feel entitled, that they don't have to listen to what you're trying to say. It's that they're trying to get to class. Your protest means nothing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you want to stop and talk, say something. Oh, yeah, that's a really great cause. No, you're, like, completely just throwing everything off. And then, look at what this guy says. Privileged white kid. So now we're just going to throw this out there.
Oh, my God. You know.
Your opinion. Your opinion.
No.
It's just it's just not right? I'm not the only one that thinks that, right?
No, this is completely wrong. And it's also a bit counterintuitive.
You saw like the colored kids even trying to get past the wall. I mean, it's not just white people. And then like when the one white person comes to the wall, you're just a privileged white kid.
It'd be like,
okay, you know me so well.
Yeah. I'm not okay with that. Wow. Man, I would be so pissed.
Oh my! And just like my question is, what are the faculty's steps for this? Because I know this protest is still going on. So
still?
Yes, I don't know if they're blocking the entrance anymore. I don't think they are. But I mean, what are they going to do about this kind of thing? I mean, there has to be some sort of police regulation set up or something going on to say like, look, you can hold your protest. We're not going to take that away, but you can't block the entrance to the school.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Because that honestly, that really bothers me. Like, I don't care about what people... I don't care about people's, like, real... people can believe what they want to believe. I honestly believe that. And you can stand up for a cause, that's great. But when you're doing something that actively is affecting my life in a negative way, that's when I have to tell you that this has gone too far.
I just, oh my god. And I'm wondering if other colleges are going to be real careful about this whole protest situation.
I've not heard of this, so...
I mean, I'm surprised that people haven't heard about this. I would figure would make front page, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I found it on Philip DeFranco's site, so...
Yeah.
And then just seeing it just like burns a passion into me to just be like, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Who thinks this is right?
But it just seems like really... What are they trying to accomplish here?
To disrupt them to get their message out about how racism is bad.
Okay.
and that the school's doing bad things and not to prevent it.
So, you're going to do this by preventing the students who pay for this.
Well, you know what? I'm sure they're thinking, oh, well, you know, they're paying to go to this awful school, so we should just disrupt it.
Oh, that's not cool.
That's the only reason I would see
that's like the same thing as being like, that's like the same thing, oh, well, I hacked into your account because you deserved it because I shouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing.
And I don't... This is a problem.
It's ethically wrong, man.
And if anybody wants to try to argue that this is right, I would love to hear their opinion. This would intrigue me in so many ways. I want to know other people's opinion about this whole situation.
And again, this is not us being like we're against what these people stand for. This is us being like the way they're going about it seems completely all wrong.
Yeah, we're not against what they're protesting for. We're against the way they're doing it.
Yeah, because this, it just, wow.
Yeah, you didn't expect to get this today, did you? Oh man.
Man, that really pisses me off.
Because I can't imagine because luckily my school, there's multiple entrances. I can get in anywhere. I can get past
that
whatever.
is the most frustrating thing, by the way. Because whenever I travel on Tech campus, and because they like to have construction somewhere all the time.
Well, this is Lubbock. They have construction at the same place 3 times a year.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, they'll finish on one spot and then move on to something else, and then they'll go back to the spot that they were at in the first place. It's so weird. But nothing is more frustrating to me than when I'm trying to get somewhere and I have to change my route every single fucking time. Like, this would piss me off. I would try the one entrance, they wouldn't let me in. I would try to go around it, they wouldn't let me in. I would try to go around on the other side, and then I would just start running over people. Because, man, this is...
And, you know, the thing is, though, people who are like, oh, I'm going to punch you, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to... At this point, no joke, I'd just straight up punch someone. Yeah. I've already gotten to the point where at one time, I've just picked up somebody and moved them out of my way. Yeah. And I'm like,
where was this?
it was a while ago.
So, no, where?
Where was this for me?
Where was the protest?
This protest? That was a very good question. That's been UC Berkeley.
Oh.
University of California, Berkeley.
That's... Because that's basically the same thing as robbing somebody, I think.
Is it not? Because you're stealing education from people that have paid thousands of dollars for a semester. Not even hundreds. We're talking about thousands of dollars. Not only are you doing that, you're affecting their grades and the teachers' lectures that go along with it.
College is stressful enough without this bullshit.
I mean, college is already unforgiving about this bullshit. You miss 5 minutes of class, you miss something important. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. What? How did I miss this? And so, it's like the first thing you learn about college is getting there, being on time, learn the shit that you need to learn. Because if you're not, you're going to miss everything. And when test time comes, you fail. Yeah,
because they don't care. They've got their check.
Yeah, they've already got their paycheck.
And they will tell you, this is up to you if you want to be here. So
that's how they explain it.
If you fail, that's your fault.
So if you don't want to be here, that's fine. But I'm not gonna care.
This is a third party intrusion, and I don't know if that counts as a excused absence or not. It should, because
it should, because people are disrupting the flow. But see, I'm sure that there's no contingency for it, so they don't know how to explain to the students how do we handle this kind of situation.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm sure that they're going to have...
because there's drill for shooting, robbery. There's stuff but when a protest completely blocks the entrance, what is the code for that? What do you do? Mm-hmm. What do you tell students? Do you send a mass email, be like, don't bother coming to class? Or do you be like, here's the assignment for this week, just go home? Or...
that's what I would do, and that's what I think is the next step, is just go on the internet and be like, here's the lecture notes that we had. and here's the assignment that you have to do, and just do it that way.
If you have any problems, we'll talk about it whenever.
Yeah. You can email me at this and this address, because, I mean, people have done that on snow days.
Yeah, that's how my instructors are. If I miss class, they'll be like, oh, here's everything that you need. Have any questions, let me know.
Yeah.
Here's the assignment. There should be no problems.
So I'm pretty sure that they'll go that route, which they should, because, I mean... But that's a dick move. I'll still stand by that. Nothing against what you're standing for, bro, but, I mean... When you're actively preventing me from doing something that I paid money to do...
And that I'm trying to actually learn to do...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's a problem. Then we got a problem. So yeah.
I'm glad at least you stand by me in that opinion. Like when
no.
when I've told some other people, and these are people who like don't even go to college anymore or anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, and I'm just like, no, this is a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is nobody singing this? And then I understand why nobody, because they don't think it's really a big thing. So
yeah, I didn't know about this. So.
Yeah, so I'm glad I at least brought some light to the dang story.
Yeah.
So
thanks for pissing me off. That's quite the feat.
All right.
Wow.
Let's talk about feminist frequency, if you don't mind.
God.
Okay. Here's this new video called The Cynthian.
Okay.
The positive female characters in video games.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one of her tropes versus women in video games, okay? This is part of the series.
Okay.
You know, there's supposed to be a 13-episode series that was supposed to be done, like, 3 years ago. And we're finally getting to, like, the 5th video ever.
Okay.
So, this, apparently, Cynthian is supposed to be a positive female character in video games.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand about this game, it is a point-and-click adventure.
Okay.
The story is not explained to you that well.
Okay.
You don't even know that you're a woman in this game unless you read into the descriptions of items and the people you talk, random people you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, your only mission in this game is to collect the Triforce of Power and to banish all evil from the world.
Okay.
And that is as bad as anything else knows about this video game.
Okay.
People are complaining about this for one reason. This isn't a character. It has no distinguishing traits or anything about it. It is literally...
What?
Yeah. You are just a person on this mission, and that is all you ever do.
Okay, and people are complaining about this because...
They believe that this isn't a character.
Okay.
That's what they're saying.
But it's supposed to be a character.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a positive character.
A positive female character, right?
Yeah, positive female character.
But they're saying that it's not a character.
Because it has no distinguishing traits, facts, likes, stuff like that, or dialogue that makes them likable.
Okay.
I disagree. Slightly.
Okay.
Because
Present your arguments.
I only disagree slightly because there are characters such as Link and other characters who have no distinguishing
who have no dialogue. Yeah, that's right.
And many other characters who don't. Shin Megami Tensei is like the perfect example of that. But that have great characters that don't have dialogue, that are great heroes, that save the world and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
the silent protagonist, that's a thing.
Yeah. And so, but the only thing that works for those characters is because it also has a great cast of side characters to go along with it. Mm-hmm. And it's, from what I understand about this video game, it doesn't have side characters to bring out the good qualities in it, from what I understand.
Okay.
So, I mean, is it a positive female character in gaming? I guess would be my answer. Yeah. That's a debatable one, for sure. And I mean, I know people like the Amazing Atheist and whatnot have stated why this isn't a positive female character, because it's just a bland, stupid character that does pointlessly whatever it does, with no facts, history, or backstory.
Okay.
You just know it's on. You just know you're on a quest to do this thing.
But who called it a positive female character?
Arnita Sarkeesian.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the woman who's like...
I get it.
Pretty much totally against almost anything in video games.
That has to do with women.
That has to do
or
with
that
women.
has a woman in it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I know me and Coleman talked to you about this many times before. So, but this is the one video where I will give her credit and just say, you're almost correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're right there. Don't fuck it up.
Okay.
Because the thing is, whatever character she does next, she has to be super careful about what she says. Because you can't just keep doing these bland characters that have no backstory or history.
No, yeah, that's true.
Come on, you have to at least... There's Lara Croft, Samus Aran, Hope, Ellie from The Last of Us. So you have to talk about one of them. And if anything, talk about Ellie, because Ellie's one of the best characters to date for the PS3 and PS4 games.
I will see it when the movie comes out.
The Last of Us movie?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because I feel like I'm not missing anything if I do that. Because that game is already so cinematic.
I don't know what the movie's going to be about, though. So.
Yeah. Well, didn't they do that? Like, somebody had gotten together and were like, they like put on a play with all the major cinematics of that game, and it was like an hour and a half long.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that happened.
If they did, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's such a great story.
Yeah.
And you could do a play out of it. The only problem is that there's a lot of action sequences too, so
yeah,
it's not entirely.
So it's kind of like the what's that game called? For that Nathan Drake.
Uncharted.
There it is. Okay.
Wow.
That's all I knew about that game.
Same company too. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I completely blanked on that. I wanted to say Far Cry for some reason. So. Yeah, thanks for helping me out with that.
Well, Far Cry isn't too far.
Yeah.
You know. Any stories that you want to bring up?
Nothing like that, really. Because I haven't been paying attention to the news. I buried myself in other stuff.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop is a thing that I finished. And I've also been burying myself in Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Partly because... And this is going to sound stupid when I say it. When I bought the Power Rangers Dash app...
Mm-hmm.
I downloaded that, and I've been playing that game a lot. And the first thing that I keep thinking of is I want to watch RPM. But before I watch RPM, I know I want to watch Jungle Fury first. Or again. So I'm doing that right now. But I also wanted to finish Cowboy Bebop because I was right in the middle of that show right when I decided to rewatch Jungle Fury. So that's why I went through this big push of trying to finish that show, and I did! It's really fucking good. I don't understand how, though. It's weird. The show has its own style, but it's like very stylized.
Categorized as its own genre.
Yeah. It constantly calls itself its own genre near the end of the show, which I find odd. But the opening is great, man.
Yeah, I have seen the opening.
Fan-fucking-tastic. I didn't much care for it at first, man. But there was something about it that just, like, got better every time I listened to it.
It's weird. It has, like, that, you know, at first it's not that good, but as you watch it more, it suddenly becomes better.
Yeah.
It's just, like, it's that weird effect. And then, like, it dies down again, and then it comes back.
Yeah. Like, I just love everything about that opening. It's all smooth and... jazz, and that's pretty much it. It's great.
Five Nights at Freddy's 4 is a confirmed thing.
Why?
It's called the final chapter.
It's not going to be the final chapter.
Nick,
man.
what was it that you said?
I said that this is going to be the final chapter, and then the next one is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's 5, or it's probably going to be Freddy's 5, The Quest for More Money. Because, I mean... I didn't expect them to come out with a fourth one. Hell, I didn't even think they'd make a third one.
I thought the trilogy was good, and I think that...
Okay. When are we going to do that, by the way? Because you told me you wanted to do that.
We are going to do that. I just got to get Chris and you on the same day, but Chris is working now again.
Oh, jobs. I've also been watching a lot of reviews for Daredevil.
People love this show.
I've not seen a negative review.
Well, there's going to be that one person.
No, I've seen people who talk about negative reviews that they've read, and one of them was saying that the show is too overly long and should have been shorter.
No.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that at all.
Like,
so,
I don't think you could.
Yeah. And so it's just great, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's like one of the best. It's the best superhero adaptation ever.
Well, not to mention it's a series. It's not even like this is a movie. No, this is a series, and
it is kind of a movie
in its own right. Yes.
Yeah, it's a 13-hour long movie.
Yeah, and so
every scene leads into each other, and it's all important.
And so the next series is Scarlett Jones, right?
No, Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. There we go. Sorry, I forget that. And
it's okay. Scarlet Witch is going to be in the Avengers, which opens this week.
I got my midnight premiere tickets.
Yes.
Can't wait, people, and do the review for that. Oh man,
it's going to be amazing. Yeah.
It is really going to be good.
I asked my brother if he wanted to do that on the podcast, and he was like, "Nah, not the night after, man, because we."
You got to sit on that for a while, because you're going to have that.
He wanted to have it
because I'm sure if the movie's good, you're going to have that. Yeah. Wow, this was a really good movie, like feeling, and then. But after a week, then you're going to start nitpicking.
That's not true, man. If this movie sucks, we'll pretty much figure it out by
that's what I said.
By the end of that night, because, I mean, that's what happened with Godzilla.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but if it's really good, you're going to have that feel-good feeling, like, wow, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're going to look back and you're going to be like, well,
yeah,
that was this and this is that.
Well, I mean, because I just got to think about things and be like, okay, this, and this, and this, they did really well, and stuff like that.
Yeah, unless, like you said, it's Godzilla, I think, which is like a few percentage of people actually don't like that movie, and I'm surprised.
Actually don't like Godzilla?
Yeah. We're like in the minority. We're like in the minority, right?
Really? I didn't know that because I watched Angry Joe's review, and I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, like you can.
Because he agreed with us.
You can tell the hardcore fans of Godzilla did not like this movie. Mm-hmm. Other people, like my dad and my nephew, loved this movie.
Your nephew loved this movie?
Yes.
Why?
I do not know.
Nothing happened.
That's what I said. I'm just like, nothing's... No.
Like, and I'm saying that being a 22-year-old adults, I cannot imagine how much of a bore fest this must have been for kids.
And after, like, my dad, like, who criticized, like, Man of Steel, like, super hardcore. Everything.
Oh, yeah. I should probably check out that review again. Because I forget what he said about that.
And because my dad grew up in the comic book age.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows how he wants his Superman to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of people don't like the Man of Steel Superman. As far as that movie goes, I thought the first act was fantastic. I thought the last act was great. And I thought the middle act was terrible.
So, that is all the time we have for today. Unfortunately, this will be a short podcast because other things are coming into effect of daily life. And with the last semester coming up, I am finding myself more tired every day.
I don't think we'll be able to do this in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Or in 2 weeks when the actual final week hits.
We should do one more podcast next week, and then let's go on a hiatus for finals.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'll agree to that.
And just like do a 2-week hiatus that's enough to study and get finals in, and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
So beware, everybody. We're going to go on a hiatus after next week. You won't hear from us for a while. If I can fix those 2 episodes up, we will still upload those regardless.
I don't think they're fixable, but okay.
I will try.
You can go for it.
So until next time, you can find me on Twitter at MyFriendsIHate or on YouTube. My Friends I Hate, all one word, and I'm doing reviews, letting you know what you should watch in movies, TV shows, and anime, and I'm also doing Loot Crate stuff if you want to see month to month what is in them. I really like this crate this month. There was a lot of Game of Thrones stuff.
Okay. I haven't seen that show.
As for you?
Yeah, I am Nick, aka IronMet1993 on the YouTube and Twitter. Sorry about the whole stagnant thing about releasing Ninjago episodes. I will say that I have a script written. I just haven't gotten it recorded yet. And it's just odd because I'm in this weird... Again, finals are coming up, so I'm just kind of focusing on all that. But I don't have that many finals, so it's no big deal. It's weird. But just be patient with those. They'll be out. They'll be out.
And
I mean, I got 5 months, and
well, we got this whole summer. So.
I got 5 months and 14 episodes, so I think we're good. So we'll see.
Yeah, we got a whole summer to us at that point because this is both of our last semesters. So
yeah.
Well, so until then, I'll see you mons next time.
May the power protect you.